Hey, it's Tyler Cavalli, Jacob Roth along with you as we're at the Cellar for another Sizzling Across Nebraska Red Meat Road Trip stop. As we are excited to be here thanks to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Cattlemen, and of course, Cross Diamond Meats and Cross Diamond Cattle in Bertrand. Well, this is a fun spot here on the Nebraska Passport Program, partially because we're going to learn a lot that are brand new with this place that kind of reopened in 2023.
Yeah, no, so obviously came to school at Kearney, went to UNK, but I didn't grow up around here. I didn't know anything about the Cellar. I knew it was a place. I never made it out here. Then it closed, and a lot of folks in the community were bummed out about it. It's reopened, as you said, in 2023. It's a stop on this year's passport, and it's nice. Excited to see how it goes. I've always heard good things. I've heard about the onion rings is one thing I've heard about always. That's the one thing. But it'll be cool to see how this stop is. It'll be, we're early on, but it's nice to know that we'll have a stop right in our backyard, even when the summer's over.
So let's learn more about the Cellar, as again, we are across the state participating in the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. Hey everyone, it's Tyler Cavalli, Jacob Roth along with you once again. Welcome to Kearney as we're here at the Cellar, one of the many spots on the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. Of course, we are sizzling our way across Nebraska. Glad to have you here as we are talking with Kayla Kuecker, who is the operations manager and owner of the Cellar. And first off, thanks for being here, or thanks for allowing us to be here as well. But this place is lovely here since you guys have taken over since 2023.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming. Yeah, so the Cellar reopened 2023, and it's been going ever since. We're super excited to be able to bring such a staple restaurant back to Kearney.
Let's rewind a little bit. You mentioned reopening in 2023, but this is a little bit of a different flair from what people may know before 2023. Talk about maybe the differences.
Yeah, so it's been totally remodeled and gutted from top to bottom. We opened it with a sports bar vibe and also just still that family-friendly restaurant that you can come down, grab a few friends, get some drinks, and hang out.
Talk about maybe some of the staples that you guys have. I know the onion rings is always a big hit.
Yeah, so we brought the onion rings back. We brought a burger back similar to what they had on the menu prior, which still features our onion rings. We have a Rangoon burger. We brought in some wings, pizzas, some sandwiches as well.
And as we're here for the Beef Passport, it's obviously a lot of beef things. You brought up some of the burgers, but what did you feel like was one of the big reasons you wanted to be one of those restaurants on the Beef Passport and kind of highlight Nebraska beef?
Yeah, so it's just the amount of just support that had come in from the community and continues to come into the community is super awesome. So we wanted to be able to kind of repay that by being on the passport and offering something, an incentive for them to come in. We just we're so humbled by the amount of support that we have from all of our customers, both past and present, and those in the future. And it's awesome. We have a lot of people who have already been in and punched their passport with the Cellar. And so we love seeing those new people come in and saying that they're here for the first time.
Yeah, and obviously the passport gives a lot of different options for folks as it's spread all along the interstate into areas not so close to the interstate. But being in Kearney, obviously a lot of events, being in the community. What's the reason that you think folks should say, hey, swing on by the Cellar if you're from out of Kearney and you might have never tried the onion rings? What's kind of the big sell that you would say, hey, come and get your passport stamped here at the Cellar in Kearney?
I might be biased, but I do think we have some pretty kickin' onion rings. But not only that, we have fantastic staff. We have a handful of staff members who have been with us since we opened. We have a warm, welcoming, inviting atmosphere, just all the feels and everything that you would want when you come and sit down and eat with us.
Today we're talking to Kayla Kuecker, who is the operations manager and owner of the Cellar, as we're here in Kearney, as we're sizzling our way across Nebraska, part of the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. All right, Kayla, let's talk about Nebraska beef and how that's really kind of integrated with the Cellar.
Yeah, so some of our staple items are our hamburgers for sure. We have so many different kinds. We have some super unique ones like our Cellar burger that has our onion rings on it. Also have our Rangoon burger that we brought back from the other menu. Our burgers, they're big, they're juicy, they're half-pound patties, and they'll definitely fill you up when you come.
So how about the rest of the building in particular? You talked about it's remodeled, it looks different, but the outside portion of it too, that's a really cool feature of the Cellar.
Yeah, so when we reopened, they went ahead and installed a patio on there. It's so relaxing right after you get off work. The sun is set. Pop a couple cold ones out there. It's so much fun. It's relaxing. It's something different. We have live music that'll start on the patio this summer in May. Towards the end of May, we will. And it's just, there's not very many places that have something like that. And so we were excited to be able to bring that when we opened.
And probably our favorite part of being able to do this Beef Passport is try things. And the way that we've been approaching it, obviously the onion rings, we'll probably have to try some of those, but what would you kind of recommend as a beef main dish that we need to try before as we're stamping our passport here at the Cellar in Kearney today?
Yeah, I would say definitely our Cellar burger. Our Rangoon burger is super good. The toppings that go on it are house made. Our patty melt is really good too.
Okay.
All great options. You're a big patty melt guy.
I dabble. I do dabble.
Well, to check all those out. All right, Kayla, as we wrap things up here a bit today, if somebody wanted some more information about where the Cellar is, just to get in contact with you guys, or to find out more about the Nebraska Beef Passport and your inclusion in it, how can they do that?
Yeah, so we're located in Kearney at 3901 2nd Avenue. We share a parking lot with Hobby Lobby. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You can always give us a call, and we'd love to see everyone come out.
All right, that is Kayla Kuecker, who is the operations manager, of the owners here of the Cellar. Of course, one of the many stops, the Nebraska Beef Passport program. Make sure to stop by, say hi here in Kearney. For Jacob Roth, I'm Tyler Cavalli here on KRVN. All right, cook time is over. We're back here at the Cellar in Kearney as we're sizzling across Nebraska. Tyler Cavalli, Jacob Roth along with you. All right, we went with Kayla's recommendation of Nebraska beef. We went with a burger. And we went with the Rangoon burger, which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever had this kind of burger. Smell good?
It smells very good.
It
looks really good. Had nice stamping on the top.
Yeah.
Cut the burger in half so we could split it. But
Yep.
it's looking forward to it.
Of course, we had to get the onion rings. That is a staple with the Cellar since I was in college. Even before my time, the Cellar has been known for the onion rings. Good flavor. Like, you and I also like heat, because we're talking with our mouth full, but we're full of Nebraska beef. So,
It's very good. It's like you said, there's a nice, subtle, spicy heat to it. The crab rangoon works. She said it was made, or Kayla, the manager that we spoke with a couple minutes ago, said it's made in-house. All the ingredients are made in-house. Seems worth it.
Yep.
I don't know how much time it takes, but taking a bite, it seems worth it. Definitely will. Glad this one's not on the other corner of the state like some of our other stops will be.
No kidding.
It's nice to know that this one's nice and close in the backyard.
Close to home, right behind, as you mentioned, the backyard of KRVN. All right, check out the Rangoon burger here at the Cellar. So we're sizzling across Nebraska. Hey, it's Tyler Cavalli and Jacob Roth. One final time with you as we are here at the Cellar in Kearney as we're sizzling across Nebraska, part of the Nebraska Beef Passport program. This is one of the marvelous stops, by the way, and we just got done trying some of their great food. Thanks to Kayla and the crew here with great hospitality at the Cellar. And thanks again to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Beef Council, which, by the way, is where you can get your free beef passport for free on their website. And, of course, thanks to Nebraska or Dawson County Cattlemen as well. All right, we tried the Rangoon burger. Wonderful.
It was a very, we've already talked about it, but it was just something you didn't really expect going into it. It just was, if you like crab rangoons, you're in the area, you like Nebraska beef, it just worked. It was really pleasant on the palate. And, of course, onion rings delivered as advertised. Really good ranch. I know that that's not necessarily what's advertised, but... People care. The ranch was very good, accompanied well with the onion rings, and definitely will be back outside of just beef passport season these next couple of months.
But see, this is one of the beautiful things about the beef passport is you're going to stop different spots. Cellar's been here for so long. It's a new place that you can check out again with the new ownership, and it's all totally redone inside, as you've seen at this point. But check out for yourself. But again, with the beef side of things, with this burger, with the Rangoon side of things, if you've never made it or if you haven't tried it yourself, this is why the Passport's so beautiful.
No, and it's also great. We have the advantage of being able to ask the managers if they're wherever, like, what should we try? And so far we have not been led astray. Granted, it's early on in the year, but it's been really good. As you said, getting to try new things, getting to try new places, it's the best part and why the Beef Council put a thing like this together.
Thanks again to Kayla Kuecker, who again is the operations manager, one of the owners here at the Cellar. It's another stop here in the Nebraska Beef Passport program. And again, as we are sizzling across Nebraska. He's Jacob Roth. I'm Tyler Cavalli for KRVN.